Hello, you beautiful people. Welcome to the channel. It's Rad. And tonight we're going to have a look at the new season that is approaching. It's happening tomorrow for me because it's already 21st here. The day after tomorrow for you, my American friends, and everyone who is living in America. At 9:30, 9:29 a.m. that is, the sun is going to move into the star sign of Leo. So we're going to have a new season, and this season is going to be until August 22nd, when at 4:34 p.m. the sun is going to move in Virgo, in the star sign of Virgo. So for as far as the sun is concerned and how it's going to affect us, this is going to be the subject of tonight's live stream. And as per usual, the first thing that I'm going to do, that is the collective reading. The cards that I pre-drew for it, so I can use them for the thumbnail. You can look at them there if you want to observe them more closely. I'm going to show them to you in any case. And the first card, which I drew a few hours ago, that is the Lovers. Followed by the second card, which is a 10 of Swords. And the third one, that is Ace of Wands. So these three cards, the Sun in Leo is going to be very dynamic season. At least according to them, is going to be suffused with a lot of activities, a lot of opportunities and enterprises that we can decide whether we're going to take part into them or not. So these are going to be more of a, like I said, windows of opportunities rather than circumstances and events which are going to be forced on us and leaving us with no choice whether we are going to participate or not. The caveat though is the decision can be taken only once. What I mean here is that if we decide we ain't taking it, it's never coming back. Or if we decide to take it, we can't get out of it until it's done, whatever it is. And whether we are going to involve ourselves with these opportunities, these enterprises, I don't want to say it's not going to be relevant. My point here is that there will be no right or wrong. Either way, there are going to be pros and cons, which we are going to be fully aware of at the very start of the enterprise, just before we make that choice. So it's going to be all based on personal preferences, and that's why Sun in Leo, the Leo season this year is the season of harmony, or a restoration of harmony. And who is going to restore it? We are going to restore it through these decisions, through these choices. If you think that your life is boring and you have nothing happening around, okay, and you are unhappy with how you stand right now, whether your business, whether your career, whether your social, then I encourage you to take almost all of these enterprises, all of these opportunities, so you can revitalize the fields of your life and make them more vivacious. While if you are very happy with your life right now, then I don't see any reason why you should gamble with it and stir more than it is needed the situations that you are currently having at your plate. Now, people seeing Lover's card, they're most of the interpreters are saying, oh my god, you're gonna fall in love, because it is the Lovers. Actually, the original name of the card, it is the Choice, not the Lovers. And while it is possible that the Lover's card may represent love, that is the true love, which very few people can manifest. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that who is listening, you can't, but today's standards are very different from what the true love is. Today's standards are more focused on the real love, which is something different than the true one. The real love is when you build trust and you build sense of reliability, you get to know your partner, and little by little you start falling in love with them, and that love is found on merit. You can say, I love that person because of, right? While the true love has no merit, it just is, and usually happens in between people that are very different, different interests, different statuses, in general, different criterias, different ideals. So these are two different worlds that bind together, forming one whole. Okay, and usually people don't give it a chance. That's why I'm saying that very seldom gets manifested. Say we're so different, I don't see how we can fit into the future, and usually people kill it before it even starts. So if it happens that you start falling in love in the next 30 days, because it's 30 days, 1 month, give it a go, give it a chance. And if you see, you know, that you are very different, uh, these are going to be perfectly matching opposites, so it's not something bad. And instead of being afraid of it, you should give yourself to it completely. So that was the collective reading. Now a few notes about the show before I move forward. There are going to be 12 readings just like this one. Each one of them is going to be for each star sign, and I'm going to run down the ecliptic, meaning that I'm going to start with Aries and I'm going to end up with Pisces. Bear in mind that these are going to be generalized readings, and it's going to benefit you a lot if you listen not just only for your sun sign, but also for your moon and for your rising sign. Because listening for your sun sign, yes, is going to show you the material part of your journey throughout the month, throughout the season, like the situations that you're going to be a part of, type of people that you're going to meet, you know, how your hopes and dreams are going to develop, and in generally how your enterprises are going to develop. But it's not going to give you an idea how you're going to feel, for example, which is your moon sign that you should listen to if you want to know how you're going to feel going through your season. Or if you seek guidance, then that is your rising sign that you should listen if you want to know how to deal with the stuff that you are handling right now. And that way, listening to these three major signs of yours should give you a pretty good idea what kind of a season is ahead of you. If you happen to enjoy the show and you haven't subscribed for the channel, you can do it. Also, you can leave a like, comment on the video as well if you feel the need to do so. And if you think that this video can help someone you know, then you can share it with them as well. And if you decide to support the show financially, you can do so using Super Chat or a PayPal, just like Yasmin did. Yasmin, thank you for the 20. Thank you, Yasmin, and Taco as well. Taco, thank you for the $22.22. And anyone who does so is going to have a personalized reading at the end of the stream. Should their donation carries no inquiry, then the reading is going to be how that season is going to affect them personally. So with all that said, starting up with the first star sign, which is going to be Aries. Now you can keep up with what star sign I'm reading for through the glyph being displayed right there, or the illustration. It's not only the glyph, it's an illustration being displayed right there. And the first one is Aries. That way, if you watch it on a recording, on a video, instead of on a live stream, you can just skim ahead and find your star sign and listen to it. So for Aries, first one, we have the Strength. Second card, that will be High Priestess. And third one, we have the Queen of Wands. So a couple of things for you, Aries. The Leo season for you will contain quite of a significant breakthrough. Uh, I don't want to say the word jeopardize, but I can't find the right word. But I don't want to use that one because it's not. You're not going to put anything into jeopardy. It's more of a you know, having a stable flow, like having a stable job that literally you're doing the same thing over and over again. Due and that is just for example, due Leo season, you're gonna come up with some kind of a target or a goal that you will set. This isn't going to be set by your supervisor or by your boss. You are going to be the one who is going to set it. And the reason for that is because you're going to find yourself capable to accomplish it. And that will stir your job, but it also is going to make it risky. Not in jeopardy yet, but quite risky. And it has the potential, this target of yours, it does have the potential, uh, not, yeah, it's to improve, but also kind of like to earn you a raise or to earn your promotion, to earn you respect and attractiveness. You're becoming more attractive to the people around you, and especially when it comes to personal life, when it comes to relationships, this Leo season you will be very attractive. It just people will find it very difficult to resist not being in your presence, and not having a conversation with you, for example, not trying to um, attract your attention in any way. And if you are happy to happen to be single, then in the Leo season you are going to attract a lot of suitors. So I guess it's just only a matter of a choice, whether you want to start dating someone or who that one is going to be in general, because you're going to have quite of a rich pool of candidates. Uh, the unpleasant part for you may happen to come from different people that are around you. You may be beguiled with some wrong advices. So it will be best if you do listen to yourself first and foremost in the next 30 days. Hey, Taco. Welcome to the stream, mate. Okay. Next one, that will be Taurus. Yeah. Sorry about that. Ah. I should put some kind of a sound of a sneeze alert. The moon is the first card of yours, followed by Six of Swords, and the third one that is going to be Six of Eight Pentacles. Pretty easy interpretation for Taurus. Because a Leo season will take away from you a big portion, should I say, from your free will, and is gonna set your life back on track through making up circumstances for you. Bottom line here is that you wouldn't have much of a say whether you are going to be part of one thing or another. So the general reading will have a very little, or the general influence of that season, Sun in Leo, is going to have a very little effect on you. Most of the time you're going to have a say how things are going to move forward, but you won't have a say what and where those things are leading you to. And the reason for that, Taurus, it is because that is going to be the season where you are going to be mm, put into situations, met with people, or given tasks that you are meant to be a part of. Simple as that. This is a season where you won't be able to fight fate at all. You won't be able to escape your destiny. And that will make you feel uncertain in general, uncertain in your love life, uncertain in your relationship, uncertain in your job, if you will. And again, the uncertainty comes from the reasons that you just won't be able to alter the outcomes. You won't be able to make a difference in any way. But uh, that uncertainty is gonna at some point throughout the next 30 days is gonna make you believe into the doom and gloom, which you definitely should not allow to happen, but rather you should just go with the flow, because again, the destination that awaits you, it is something you are born for. That destination may be a person that you are born for, maybe a business that you are born for, okay, or simply a place that you're going to end up in, that you're born for. Okay, next, Gemini. Page of Swords, Ten of Wands, Six of Pentacles. A rough one. I do think that this is career. I don't see how that can fit in terms of relationship, unless you are about to start a relationship with someone who is very demanding, and it's just, it's going to be very difficult for you to keep up with. Uh, so most likely career-wise, and the reason why I think so, it is because throughout the season you are going to have to face tasks that, at least up until that point, are above your pay grade. What I mean is that, say you haven't been trained into them, you never done such tasks, or you haven't even considered doing them, you don't have them in your contract, should I say. And so these 30 days are going to be days where you have to learn on a whim and scramble to fulfill those responsibilities, because they are irrevocable. These aren't things you can simply say, no, I will just not gonna handle them. You won't be able to escape them. Behind them, however, is hidden an amazing reward, and you are about to get a promotion if you manage to scramble to handle all of the tasks and of the responsibilities. Another thing that this season is going to present you with is quite of a crazy, I would say. It's quite of a crazy idea that is going to come up to you. That is something that may not have an appliance right away, but it will benefit you a lot if you scratch it down somewhere on a sheet of paper, or just on a desk, or on your PC. So when you are having more resources into the future, and feeling better prepared, then you can put it into motion. Um, Studying Leo for you is not gonna be easy in terms of social, because everyone is going to think that they are the most important person, the MVP, and that their problems are bigger than the others and are more pressing and are more important. And so in terms of social with your friends, with clients and whatnot, it will be a struggle to maintain your composure in general, especially with the clients. But in terms of a social, that season will be a season where you can make pretty significant cleanup in terms of whom you are going to be friend with and whom not. Okay, next, Cancer. The Moon, Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Cups. Your season is about something very specific and unique for your personality. So it's very individualized, and it's an acquisition. What I mean is something you have earned through your toils, choices, efforts. And within the season of Leo, this thing that you have earned is gonna make you happier and happier and happier. And while in the process of earning it, you may show great value in it. You couldn't be more wrong how big that value could be, because you are about to see its full extent, and it's freaking blinding. It's freaking blinding. So you're gonna come up to develop a potential that you had no idea you had around you, and this potential is gonna make you very fulfilled, satisfied, and happy, and it is a long-term happiness. It is yours. No one can take it away from you, and you are. It's yours, right? You were born for it. So I don't know really what to say here for you, Cancer, other than you're lucky bastards. I'm sorry for the expression, but it's just. And the funny thing is that when you decided to develop this thing, that enterprise, it was the situation: one man's trash is another man's treasure. Everybody else say, "Ooh, I don't want it. You can take it. I just don't want that position at work, or I don't want to date that girl or that guy." And so you say, "Okay, fine, I'll do it." And now everyone that declined is gonna curse themselves for it, because you basically hit the jackpot with that thing, which is again very individualized for each one of you. So for one is going to be some kind of a proposal, for others some kind of a person, so on and so forth. All right, next, Leo. So anyone who decides to support the stream through Super Chat or through PayPal, which link you can find in the description down below, you guys are going to have a reading at the end of the stream, personalized one. And if your donation carries no inquiry, then the reading is going to be how this season is going to affect you personally. The reading is going to contain a event and also how this event is going to affect you. So for Leo, first one, it is King of Swords, the Hierophant, and then it is Six of Swords. It's a therapy, it's a season of therapy for you, Leo. Not necessarily physiological therapy. It doesn't have to be medical therapy. That is a therapy over a field in your life that it is going awry, and no matter what you do, just things aren't working. So in these 30 days, you're gonna end up talking or consulting yourself with a professional that is going to give you the therapy which can bring back on track that field in your life. Whether that will be couples therapists, whether that's going to be a lawyer, whether that's going to be a financial advisor, right? Whether that could be accountant or a solicitor, etc. But that person is going to show you or tell you exactly, well, together you're going to come up with a strategy how to solve the issues and you know, bring back that field in your life back on track. The therapy though will look very extreme to you. It's going to be something that at first glance you are not going to be okay with at all, but the more you think of it, the more you're going to see that it won't hurt trying. And in fact, not just only won't hurt, but it's going to get you one step and even a few steps closer to accomplishing your wish and dream. So that is how this season is going to manifest for you, Leo. Okay, next, Virgo. Page of Wands, Nine of Wands, Ten of Pentacles. Just give me a second. Okay. Well, this season is not going to be demanding at all, because it will focus more on a lot of new experiences that you can have. Whether you can choose to become part of them or not is going to be entirely up to you. But the Sun in Leo is going to give you the opportunity to do so. So he's going to clear out some time, and also will make the circumstances very favorable for you to experience many new stuff. So it will benefit you a lot if you happen to be open for anything new that can be thrown your way from the universe, from God, depending on what you believe in. And there are going to be a lot of them. These are going to be brand new experiences you never had before, so you can have a lot of fun, and also I would say versatility going forward in your life, but within these 30 days. But these experiences are going to be single, or rather solo. So you won't be able to share them with anyone else. You won't be able to bring friends into them. You won't be able to bring your spouse into them. These are going to be very individualized experiences for you. And another thing that you need to know, it is that you're gonna like them very much. In fact, so much that you are gonna start feeling some kind of an attachment, like you can't do without, like a mental drug, so to speak. Not a physical one, but a mental one. And detaching from them is going to be rather difficult if they start bothering your life and they start interfering with the ordinary stuff that you're doing, like going to work, all right, or taking care for your children, and so on and so forth. So you gotta be careful how much you indulge yourself into these new activities, new experiences that you can have going through the next 30 days. And also, Sun in Leo is a fantastic season for you to find yourself the perfect match, whether the perfect match for business or whether the perfect match for love. That depends what you're seeking, but in order to find it, again, you have to be open for anything new. So that means that you must be ready to give everyone a chance, and amidst everyone is going to be that one which is going to be a perfect match for you. Okay, next, Libra. 2 of Wands, 2 of Swords, Knight of Swords. Hey, News Devon. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the £2. Thank you, News Devon. Let me put you into the list. There you go. At the end of the stream, you're going to have a personalized reading on your inquiry. So, Libra, well, you will expand on your current accomplishments in the season of Leo. So, if there is anything that you have recently started, you are about to explode in it in these 30 days. Fifi, thank you for the $2. Thank you, Fifi. Let me put you into the list as well. And at the end of the stream, you're going to have an answer to your inquiry. 1 second. News Devon, thank you for another £5. Thank you. Okay, one reading, one reading. Right, so for Libra, you're going to explode into these the enterprises or the stuff that you have recently started that you are making good progress into. Okay, that this is about some kind of accomplishments that are good accomplishments, but they are initial accomplishments, and you will be able to step on them and just explode in this field that is no different than finishing your education, which is a good accomplishment, but it is just the start of your career development, and then stepping on that education, exploding in career and making big gains. And that is what you will be capable of doing, because throughout the season there are going to be a lot of situations in which you are going to have a say how things are to proceed further. And whether by chance, whether by experience, whether by professionalism, you're going to be able to take up the options that simultaneously are going to work very well for you, at least that is, and are going to be options that you would enjoy being a part of. Your keen intellect, wisdom, and as well foresight, not to forget, because throughout these 30 days it's just the right option will be very obvious to you, and that is your right option. Which option is going to maintain equilibrium in your life? Like your job is not going to interfere with your love life, neither your love life is going to interfere with your social with your job, and so on. So all these fields are going to be separated, and they're going to develop on a separate basis, and they all are going to grow without having to interfere and obstruct each other. So it's going to be a very, very productive season for you. But the only thing you need to keep up with is not rushing things through. You have to take your time for as long as it takes until that option doesn't become obvious to you. So don't rush your decisions. How to do your job, when to go out with someone on a date, or whom you should date with. It's just, like I said, the right option for you will become obvious with time. Okay, Scorpio. Five of Cups. It's a great start for Scorpio. Three of Swords, even better. I just, I'm getting used to it. I am right. I am Son of Scorpio. Queen of Pentacles is the third one. So a bit of a sun ray into our reading. Hey, Yadabi, welcome to the stream. As much as I want to have a positive spin on this one, very hard. Oh man, that season is going to be season of disappointments, unfortunately, for as far as the sun is concerned. Thankfully, there are other planets that are influencers, so that disappointment may be something very small. Also, some senses of losses. It's just we're gonna sense that we are losing something, whether we are losing money or whether we are wasting our time, and so on and so forth. And the purpose of this disappointment will be a settle, that we have settled on a disappointment. Okay, we have settled on a business plan that is disappointing, or some kind of a business partner that is disappointing, or a spouse that is disappointing, or a I don't know, a rental place that is disappointing, or a holiday that is disappointing. You know, it's just that we have settled on something that is disappointing. Uh, I don't know how to say it in English. Here in my country, literal translation is black site. What I mean is that you are looking things from, or we are gonna look things from the negative side of the spectrum, while there is something positive to take from it. In fact, those cards are saying that this decision to settle on actually is correct on the long run, while it may be disappointing within the next 30 days. So, for example, that business partner that we have settled on may need a couple of months until adjusts, until gets the hang of it. And then after that, it will be very fruitful. But for these 30 days, very disappointing. And so we are going to consider whether we haven't shot ourselves into the foot, which are thoughts we should definitely deny, decline, and not allow to twist and tangle in your mind, because otherwise it will be a miserable experience. So whatever the sense of loss, whatever the sense of disappointment, it's a temporary one, but it's not going to make it any easier. And again, the choice for settle, it was the correct one. So we should keep up with the choices we have consciously took. All right, so that was for Scorpio. Next one, we have Sagittarius. So anyone who decides to support the stream and the channel through Super Chat or a PayPal, which link you can find in the description down below, is going to have a reading at the end of the stream, personalized one. Should your donation carries no inquiry, then the reading is going to be about how this season is going to affect you personally. And that will happen at the end of the stream. All right, Sagittarius. Three of Swords. Great. I have Moon in Sagittarius. Two of Wands. And then it is Five of Swords. It's a humiliation. God. Oh. That's not gonna be a good season for me at all. Oh. Yeah, it's a humiliation. So we Sagittarius are going to happen to be some kind of either insulted or smothered beneath at all. I don't know how to put it into words, like being harped on that we stand for nothing, we're worth nothing, and we can't be anything. So long story short, other people are going to, like our boss, supervisor, people that are bigger than us in general, are gonna put our back against the wall and are gonna make us feel like shit. I do suspect what is the reason, although it is not exactly written in the cards, and the reason is that, we are starting to grow on our own, starting to having our own thing, okay? And as time goes on, we can do without them, so they will kind of try to kill our enthusiasm. It is the best words that I can say here. Whether we're gonna believe in these insults or attacks, verbal attacks, mental cruelty, it's a mental cruelty, okay? It's entirely up to us. I personally choose not to. So This is a season for Sagittarius that is gonna test how much you believe in yourself. Or I hope so. Yadabi, I really hope so. There are a few things going on that are yet to happen. I don't want to talk about them. But yeah, I am kind of like developing some things that probably are gonna have a very good effect on my life. We're gonna see about it. I just don't want to dream, all right? I dare not. Because I don't want to end up disappointed, very disappointed. Um, Another thing for Sagittarius here is that aside from having shitty experiences with the people around, on a personal note, you're gonna make a very solid breakthrough in a particular field. Could be the working field, could be the personal field, but it's gonna scare you how well things are going forward, and you may kind of like develop that feeling that things are way too good to be true, and that something is gonna go awry, something is gonna go very wrong at some point. It is bound to happen, which doesn't necessarily is true, but you need to know that definitely is gonna be, there is going to be a price for your development. Which price? Probably it's not gonna be you who is gonna pay it. Maybe your children, maybe your spouse. Someone close to you. So my point here for you Sagittarius is be careful how much you push forward, because at some point the goal will not gonna justify the price, which is not gonna be you who is paying it. Okay. Next that will be Capricorn. Now that I think of last year, Leo season was adjusting for me. Yadavi. Two of Swords, Knight of Swords, Six of Swords. Why can I not be a Capricorn for once? Just for once. Or Gemini. Gemini also had a very good breeding. It's peace. It's peace and development in about everywhere for Capricorn. So what happens in this season is that what you gotta do to be successful in about everywhere, it will be delivered to you on a platter. Well, you're going to be able to figure it out. I don't want to say that this is going to be some kind of a gift, but it's just it will cost you almost no effort to figure out how to solve that issue or how to attract a client, how to bring your business back on its feet, what you need to say in order to fix your relationship, how to convince your father into something or your children. It's not going to cost you any effort whatsoever. And at some point throughout the season, you're going to find yourself ready for a step that you are, what is the word here? Um, delaying. So a step that you're delaying for quite some time. A reason for that is because other fields of your life are interfering. Like you want to take a decisive step into your love life, but you are constantly busy with business, like with your job, and you just can't find the time to make that step. So you are delaying it, delaying it, delaying it. And in these 30 days, you are going to have the time. And so you're going to take on that step, which is going to have a significantly improving effect on whatever field that step is taken on. Like if it's taken on into your love life, significant improvement there. In fact, whatever wish you have for your love life is about to come true. Maybe not within this season, but you are definitely getting there. You are stepping on the path that is going to get you there. So you're going to traverse a threshold through which after that, it's like a snowball. It's just there is no stopping it, or there is no stopping you until you do not accomplish the wished and desired results. I haven't received an email from you, Yarabi, for a very, very long time. Maybe it was in my junk folder. I don't know. I'm gonna check it out. Next one, Aquarius. So, Rising Aquarius. I am Rising Aquarius. My final chance for the season. Let's have a look. Seven of Cups. Yeah, that's good. Ten of Pentacles. Oh my god, Ace of Pentacles. Okay, I'm happy. That's good. In all these moments, when you wish that thing wasn't here or wasn't in effect, like for example, you wish not to live with your parents, or you wish that person not to have leverage over you or influence over you, well, that's what's happening. You, Aquarius, is about to cut off some kind of dependence in these 30 days, a dependence that probably you have lost a hope that it's ever gonna go away. Well, it is going away in these 30 days, so you're not just only gonna happen to be very free or free at all, but also very comfortable. You are gonna make your life very comfortable being free out of that dependency. Once that dependency is over, now you're going to see that certain dreams you had, you thought never possible, now are going to be possible. And to top it all off, within these 30 days, you're going to have the opportunity to make them a reality, the opportunity to make money, the opportunity to build harmonious relationship, and at the end, I would like to say here is that this is a season for old friendships or old acquaintances. So, and these are friendships and acquaintances that you alone want to restore, but you lost hope that that's gonna happen. Like, you have an ex that you wish to try again, but you think that this is never happening. Well, it is happening in these 30 days. Or you had a friend from your high school that you wish that friendship is ongoing and you thought that you are never going to meet each other again. Well, you are about to meet each other again, and so on and so forth. So it's super positive a season for Aquarius here. in which season your fantasies are coming, positive fantasies are coming true. Rocky, thank you for the 28 Canadian. Mwah. Thank you, Rocky. Let me put you into the list. There you go. All right, and last but not least, that will be Pisces. Oh, that's you can use the PayPal link, Yalabi, which is in the description. For Pisces, King of Wands, Five of Pentacles, Four of Swords. Leo season, it's a season of negotiations for you, Pisces. Negotiating your ambition or the appliance of or application, I'm sorry, of your ambition. How to make your ambition a drive that brings results, so to speak. So within the next 30 days, you're going to have a lot of conversations with people that you deem loyal, that you deem faithful, that can give you objective advice, and that can solve issues for you as well through this peace that comes from solving these issues. Now having the option to transform your ambition into a very powerful drive. You may have ambition to build a business, you may have ambition to travel somewhere, just to now have the clearance to make it happen, although it will require some personal sacrifices that will readjust your lifestyle in a certain way, which may cause a bit of concerns of the daily stuff or over a daily stuff, like daily budget, for example, like time that you have for yourself on a daily basis, and so forth, and so on and so forth. And finally, for you, Pisces, this is a season that you can have a lot of fun with people around. Um, so the advice here for you is to go out and have fun. It's just go out having a walk with someone or go out on a cafeteria, go out and disco on a pub. Just don't close yourself home. As simple as that, and try to drink from life as much as you can. Uh, in this season, the mastery for you is going to be making people do your bidding, which you can definitely do through these negotiations that you're going to have. Okay, so that's gonna do it for the 12. And now, where is my list? There. Super chat. So anyone who supported the channel, the stream through donations, through super chat or a PayPal, you guys and girls are about to have a reading, personalized readings right now. So first one, where are my cards for personal readings? There. It's a couple of minutes to catch up my breath, and I will start. How cynical though, saying to catch up my breath, and that is how I'm gonna catch up my breath. Hypocritical. Great breath. Okay. First one, Yasmin. Those are your cards, Yasmin. Uh, there is a woman involved that you're gonna work with in this season of yours. You're both are going to do fantastic job. There is also something like a contract involved, or some kind of a paper that it is involved, and together with this lady, you will make something very substantial for the business that you are working for, that only you can keep up with, only you can develop. So that is gonna make you invaluable asset, like irreplaceable, at least for the time being, which will give you a lot of leverage at work. Yanabi, thank you for the 20. Thank you. Uh, so I will put you into a list. Let me finish with Yasmin here. Um, so it's going to give you a lot of leverage. Through that leverage, you can become very independent at work. I'm not saying that you are going to get a promotion here. It's possible, but that is irrelevant for the influence that you are going to acquire. Even if you don't get the promotion, you're going to have that influence. And this independence will give you a lot of comfort at work, and it is going to make the environment at work. So that is about business here. This season is all about business. So the environment at your job and at your work will become very amicable. And if there is any hostility right now, that hostility is going to end, because whomever is hostile will not gonna mess with you when you acquire that influence and that leverage. And this very well could be a foundation to start thinking of, I don't know, something like your own business when you are done with your job. I'm not saying right now, okay, but your own business when you are done with the job, or when you retire, to have something aside that is bringing you cash, and so on and so forth. But here it is and the beauty of all that, the beauty of this partnership, Yasmin, is going to be that you're not going to feel like you're carrying the whole thing forward. That woman is also going to do just as much work as you will, and it's just is going to feel like that is one of the best collaborations you have ever had. So that is what is going to happen to you throughout the Leo season. So Yarabi, let me put you into the list. Okay. We're going to check on the situation. All right, next, Taco. Those are your cards. So, Taco, you're gonna happen to have a big gain in the Leo season, and you will talk about it with a woman, how to capitalize on that big gain. I'm talking about really, really big gain. So that is the good part of it. It's not really a negative one, but you may take it as such, as that you're gonna have an idea how to capitalize on those big gains, and that woman is gonna tell you, no, you just can't do that. If you do that, you're gonna lose all of your gains, and so you're gonna kind of feel very restricted, and that you just have to follow someone's lead, right? And someone is telling you what you should do with your money, let's say it that way, and you're not gonna take it well, at least at first. But the more you think about it, the more you're gonna see reason and merit into what this woman is pretty much telling you. And you can use these big gains that you're going to accumulate throughout the season to indulge and develop your own personal agenda here. Again, you can receive a big advice from that woman how to pretty much do so. But also, these big gains are gonna put some restrictions on you. I don't know how exactly, but there are gonna be some of those. However, mate, that season is a season in which you are going to prevail over something. I'm sorry. So yeah, that's pretty much about it for you. One advice here to the conversations with that woman, which are going to be most likely over phone, uh, need to be very extensive, because there is a big chance to misunderstand each other if they're brief and kind of like uh, subtle, for a lack of better expression here. So try to be more elaborative, and if there is something you do not understand or you can't quite put your finger on, request for more information, which is going to be given to you. There is no shame into asking, there is only shame into the answers that can be given, all right? Okay, next, Rocky. Let's see what you need to know for the season of Leo. These are the cards. You need to know that there are some currently inconvenience, but they can grow into quite of an issues if not unattended with authorities, like for example IRS. What I am trying to say here is, for example, say you have a business and the accountant is making mistakes that can bring you into trouble with the IRS. That is just for example, right? What these cards are saying, it is that in Leo season, some actions or it's a matter of a style, I would say. It's a matter of how you conduct business, how you conduct. It's not about love. How you pay your taxes and these kind of things that can bring you into trouble with authorities. And that's why it's going to be imperative that within these 30 days you revisit those kind of patterns that are taking place in your business, primarily in your business or in your work, and so on and so forth. Other than that, Rocky, throughout that season, you will receive a some kind of a proposal, a proposition, I would say, that will not fit exactly. It will not click in right away. So you're gonna find it difficult to apply or straight away incompatible with the way you conduct stuff around. But that is just on a first glance. When you think about it more carefully, you will see that actually there is no purpose to decline it at all. Why should you not try it? And it should bring you a lot of gains taking on that proposal. But the major thing here is the trouble with the authority that you can put yourself into through conduct. So it will be good if you do revisit your again conduct, saying how you're paying your taxes, whether you don't have any document that it is expiring, like say uh, the insurance of your car, the lease of your apartment, and so on and so forth. So that is what you need to know. The major thing is that there is something you're overlooking that can get you into trouble with authorities, and it is a paper, right? It is a paper. That is what I can say. Okay, Yadabi. So you want to know what is going to be the outcome of the precarious situation you're finding yourself into? I don't know how it is in America, Yadabi, but here in Bulgaria, where I'm living in, cars are like, to rent your car is, with the same strength or the same influence. It is like to rent your husband or to rent your wife. People are taking, most of the people are taking better care for their cars than for their children or for their spouses. It's unthink of to give to rent your car to someone else or to give it to someone else. That is how big of a sentimental value we do have to our cars here in Bulgaria. You're welcome, Rocky. Yeah, okay. I don't think that you're gonna get paid anytime soon. Let me check with Taro. Yeah, you gotta take the initiative here, shown by the tarot cards. I don't know about the state, but you need to confront the person itself, which you definitely can. Uh, and well, if the police told you that, then I would follow their advice. But you need to do something about it, and it is to confront the person about the money, because what we do have for you, the outcome is going to be that you will maintain a conflict with that individual about the money, all right? And this conflict is gonna drag for a very, very long time. I don't know how exactly, but this situation ultimately is gonna play in your favor, but I don't think that your favor is going to be getting your money back. Something else is going to be your favor, maybe a lesson that you're gonna learn. But again, I don't think that you're getting your money back anytime soon, if like ever. Let's see about the car. I think that you're gonna get your car back. There is going to be some difficulties into it as well, but you will be able to get your car back. The money, though, uh, again, I don't think so. But you gotta put the efforts behind into tracking the person down and confronting them about it, which you will, one way or another, in the next 30 days, give or take. Yeah, especially if you don't have it as a written contract. But I'm sorry talking to you that way, but renting your car, what are you thinking doing it? I mean, what were you thinking? You definitely should report it stolen. Yeah. Well, you should definitely report it. Okay, next, News Devon. You want to know what do you need to know? So let's have a look. Oh, okay. So you do have a contract. Well, you definitely should carry on with. I don't know. I don't know how it works in your country, but here you we file a complaint and report the car like stolen, going into court and all that. So you definitely should go down that road. All right, News Devon, those are your cards. So what do you need to know? It is that this season you will have an breakthrough. Yeah, it is a breakthrough. So what happens here is that you're gonna see a solution that happens to be an escape. Oh, it's like a saving grace. It's like the Hail Mary, right? And that's that solution will not be approved by many. So at some point you're gonna find yourself almost alone in it. And executing this solution will be difficult as well. It's not an enterprise. It's not a process that will happen naturally to you. So you definitely have to put some struggles and toils. For example, that could be a solution how to buy a place, or a solution, of a concern that you do have right now. Basically, what the cards are saying it is that what you need to know it is that the light at the end of the tunnel is going to become visible to you, and you have to walk yourself there by yourself on your own, literally. And the path, the road is going to be rather bumpy. But this whole process is going to make you realize who your true friends are and who aren't. So, if not anything else, the very least by the end of this season, News Devon, you are going to know whom to trust and whom should you not. But also another result of all that is that you will become your life, you will make your life to become much more substantial than it is right now. And you're going to have one more important thing to keep you waking up every morning and to keep you on going. So that is what you need to know. That is what's going to happen to you, and how that season is going to run for you. You're going to end up realizing something very important and very substantial for your life, that needs to be developed, that it is missing right now, or you're going to come up with it. That happens to be a solution to a field of your life that it is not in a very good shape right now. Okay, and finally we do have Fifi. So you want to know what that person feels for you? Let me check on your inquiry again. Yep. That's the card. What does he feel? It's a difficult card for feelings. Um, it's very mixed. It takes you as, or it feels that you belong to him to do as he please. Um, that's the current feeling. That is the current feeling. It's like, um, you know, it's like feeling of property, if you know what I mean. Like, yeah, it's like you belong to him. So I don't. It's more attached to passion rather than to love, and every time that person doesn't have any other option available, is gonna call you, expecting for you to answer every time, no matter what. I'm not gonna give my own personal opinion here, but I don't think that that's something, you know, ethical. All right, so that's gonna do it for tonight, guys and girls. Hopefully you enjoyed it and you do liked the stream. And we're gonna see each other Thursday, when the subject of the stream is going to be the new moon in Leo. Is taking place at 24th, which is Thursday, so the same day. Thank you so much for attending. Thank you so much for your generosity as well. And hopefully we're going to see each other then and there. Until then, bye.